Sean Chapman is Frank, a sadistic man in search of newer, greater pleasures of the flesh. But when Frank obtains a strange puzzle box, he soon finds himself at the mercy of frightening hellspawn who will teach him the pleasure of endless torment. And unfortunately for Larry and Julia, a newlywed couple moving into Larry's family home, Frank has also found a way out. But you see, the twist here is that Larry is Frank's brother, and Julia, well, she had a brief fling with Frank right before the wedding, and she's all too eager to carry on her affair. In fact, she'll kill for the chance in Hellraiser. Hi, I'm Cinematico Magnifico of amoralcrackpot.com, and welcome to the Nightly Chill. Written and directed by Clive Barker and adapted from his own novella, The Hellbound Heart, Hellraiser is an erotic horror story that has withstood the test of time. The movie runs at a tight 94 minutes and never wastes a single one. Its opening moments consist of a series of dreamlike, alluring images that summarize Frank's horrific plight. It then quickly jumps into the middle of this horrific, deadly love triangle that unfolds quickly and efficiently. Every moment is highlighting either the sadistic nature of Frank, the sexually charged bond between him and Julia, or the cold, unsettling thought that maybe, just maybe, two people could possibly be more sinister than anything hell has to offer. And Barker's work behind the camera is every bit impressive as what he puts in front of it. In fact, it's a bit surprising to discover how Spartan the overall production is. The simpleness, the formality found in every shot, cut, and performance. Barker's other work is well known for how experimental and strange it can be. He paints with both the brush and the written word. This isn't to say Barker somehow failed to express himself fully, because while the camera work is fairly basic, fairly simple and introductory, this was Barker's first feature film after all, and even then he'd only produced 2 short films before this. But while the camera work isn't anything to write home about, Hellraiser lives up to the notion that every frame is a painting. The look and feel of Hellraiser is this blend of German expressionism and giallo, the heavy shadows and twisted, warped figures and themes, the soft glow, the gruesome violence and gore, the eroticism. Every inch of this movie is dripping in strangeness, in sex and sweat and blood and tears. Now, it might be fair to say that other iconic horror movies of the 1980s might have a more popular villain, or story, or imagery. They might have had a bigger draw at the box office, or longer staying power. Almost definitely more scares. In fact, Pinhead, the literal poster child for the entire franchise, might be more well known than the movie itself. That said, Hellraiser might be the best movie in its class, and that includes John Carpenter's well-respected and much beloved Halloween. Because unlike almost every other horror movie of the time, Barker was working in his element. He literally wrote the book on it. Hellraiser is another hauntingly beautiful work of art from a master of many crafts. It might seem unfair to compare 2 artists, to claim that one is somehow above the other, but Carpenter's Halloween is a beautiful film, a lovely work of art, from a man who works primarily in film and music. And at least to me, Barker's proficiency in so many different mediums gives him the edge in this case. Barker brings something fairly unique to the table, his unique style perfected elsewhere and let loose on a new type of canvas, with new tools. He's an artist first and a filmmaker second. And the movie does reflect this, in its fairly standard by-the-numbers framework, in its charged themes and imagery, in the unique fresh spin on an incredibly old formula, the ambiance, the style, the flair, the small touches and broad strokes. It's the work of a man who understands and tightly adheres to the most basic, simple fundamentals of filmmaking, but then uses it as a sturdy foundation for his audiovisual art piece. And like with any art piece, your mileage may vary depending on personal taste. Hellraiser is a very stylized movie. There's more emphasis on the tragic, violent love affair than blood, gore, or scares. At any given moment, the movie would rather make you feel strange, uncomfortable, unsettling feelings than have you scream. If you're looking for a big body count or jump scares accompanied by loud music, Hellraiser is not the movie for you. But if you're looking for something that will stick with you, that will leave you feeling a little left of normal as you're watching it, if that sounds like a guilty pleasure of a time, then Hellraiser is a movie you'll want to chill with the first chance you get. That's gonna do it for us tonight on the Nightly Chill. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and also be sure to leave me any questions, comments, suggestions for future reviews, and maybe even discuss today's movie at greater length. And as always, this video is brought to you in part by our viewers. If you'd like to learn how to support this and other projects, please visit amoralcrackpot.com or check the description below. But until next time, y'all need to make like a tree and get out of here.